Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Jan Erickson from Stepping Aside, and welcome to Somewhat Daily Tarot and Rune for the 25th day of December 2018. Well, for those celebrating Christmas, Merry Christmas. You're celebrating Yule, Happy Yule. We did our Yule dinner on Friday. We'll do another one here probably, I don't know, maybe tomorrow or the next day. And then the first, we'll do I have a turkey for that one, so just a small turkey breast for that one. So I haven't bought anything for the mid point along the way. We thought we would do 3 different meals this time in celebration. So I just thought I would come on today and do just a really quick reading. And I didn't do one yesterday, and I felt really terrible about it. I was like, oh my God, it's like this hole in my day. I don't know. It was weird. So I'm going to do one today. Anyhow, let's get going because it's going to be quick, and then I'll let you get on with your day. So let's count 13 and see what we have. Well, we have the Tower, which is the 16th card from the Major Arcana. And it actually aligns with today numerologically because 25 reduces to 7, which I view as a number of balance. I look at it as well, if you were to put it into a picture, it'd be the scales. And so you have 3 and 3 and then 1, and that's 7, right? Well, 16 also reduces to 7. So what we're looking at here, it's not as bad as it looks. Yes, some lightning has blown the top off the tower. But who knows? It could be the Tower of London, where they imprison some witches and whatnot. I had some family in prison there, a whole bunch of them. Most of them were royalty, so there you go. Because you can see that they're falling to their death. It means change and transformation, really. Out with the old and with the new. Kind of doing away with outmoded ideas, And, every time you come to a holiday or some kind of marker in time, it kind of gives you the ability to have some pause and kind of look at your life a little bit and see where it's going. And I just want to take a little look here. But yeah, I mean, it's catalytic change for something better. Anything's possible at this time. In a way, it's kind of conflict resolution, even though it doesn't look, even though it's like creating even more. You could look at it literally. Maybe you could look at it as the government shutdown. You've got some catalytic force that's causing all kinds of chaos. But basically, it's cause and effect in a lot of ways. It's what are we doing to maintain a good balance in life? Are we constantly swinging back and forth, and causing all kinds of chaos? Or can we come to the center with people? And what I mean by that, not in terms necessarily of, centrist beliefs. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about energetically. Can we get out of that swing? Right now we've got so much chaos going on in the White House. People are leaving, they're being fired, I don't know. Things are not right. And instead of folks standing up and saying, look, we have this general way of doing stuff, and we're not talking about the corruption aspect of all of it, not talking about that. There's just some basic fundamental ways that we do business here. And the way we do it is not happening. And so the stock market's tumbling, we're in, what do they call it? A correction mode. So, this could represent the chaos there, but the thing is, as bad as all this is, okay, and I've been saying this for a long time, it's giving us a window into what we don't want. Okay, we don't want this level of chaos in our lives. And so if this gives us all the ability to see that this isn't working, then, and that we need to be focused on compassion and unity with others, and trying to, make lives better instead of being so restrictive and uh, I don't know, having respect for the rule of law, uh, and not getting caught up into the looking at under every rock for some kind of enemy. I mean, they're there, of course, but it's like we're ignoring the obvious ones and looking under rocks for things that, if they exist, they're likely so burrowed in we're not going to be able to do anything anyway. But doesn't mean you don't try, but you don't forsake what's right in front of you. You don't ignore it, in other words. You say, oh, well, that's not that bad. Yeah, it is. And because there's a faction of people in this country that don't know that, their voices seem to be what is driving all of this stuff. So, and here we have Gebo, which is imbalanced energy exchange with others. So it's just telling us that we need to get away from the disunity that's been plaguing us now for the last what, I don't know, 3 years maybe. It started coming about when the Tea Party came into effect. What was that, in 2010? And so we've been dealing with this type of energy for a while. And it's not that the Tea Party folks, some of them didn't have some good ideas and weren't making some interesting points and some valid points. It isn't that. It's the willingness to blow things up. Okay? And I'm going to tell you, uh, you can't always do that, because in the case of a country, lives are affected, okay, in ways that aren't fair. No one in the federal government, working for the federal government, whether they're actual employees or workers that are contract workers, um, they don't ask for this. You don't go to work every day expecting to draw a paycheck and then to be told, well, no, you're going to work for free and we'll pay you later. That doesn't work. So if there's a message for today, for this, Christmas holiday, it's that we need to be in balanced energy exchange with others. Isn't that what, Jesus in his time was trying to explain to everybody? That you can't have so much greed that you can't take care of other people too, that you oppress others, or at least make it impossible for them to take care of themselves. Why ever would you want to do something like this during a holiday season? Why would you do it in the winter? What if someone ends up losing their home and they're out in their car somewhere living until they resolve all of this? It's just not a good time to do this to people. And don't talk to kids either on Christmas. You know who you are. Don't pick up the phone and say things like, "Oh, do you still believe in Santa? Oh, come on. Do you have to hurt everyone?" See, this is who's in the White House. So he doesn't understand this. So we're going to have to explain it to him, I guess. Anyhow, be in balanced energy exchange with others today. It'll make your life so much easier if you can possibly do that. If you are lucky enough to have family around you, give them extra hugs and extra love today, particularly if maybe you haven't seen them in a while. For those of us that are alone on Christmas, for my husband and myself, we don't actually celebrate Christmas per se, so it isn't that. So we don't have a tree or anything like that. We do like lights though, so we put up lights. We put up those solar lights on our trees going up. We have an 800-foot driveway, well, almost 800 feet, and we've got some juniper trees up the driveway that we've elected to decorate with those small, little tiny lights, and they're solar powered, and so we don't have to do anything with them, and it looks so cool at night coming up and down the driveway. To see all those lights out there, it's just really lovely. So we celebrate Yule and just the passage of the seasons and all of that. I'm less about observing the Sabbats. I'm more interested in observing the Esbats, which are the moon times, and so I like that sort of thing. But if you're with family today, again, give them an extra hug, tell them you love them, and that you appreciate them in your life. So, anyhow, happy holidays, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow, and be good to one another, be good to yourself, and blessed be.